Well, it's Sunday, the 12th of January 2014, and somebody's got a new puppy. Say good day to our associate producer, Wendy Hearn.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Wendy. Now, Kay's not available with us at the moment. She would be absolutely over the moon to see this, but in some ways it's good that she's not, because then she'd want a puppy as well. Tell us about it. What have you got here? You got a new puppy?
This is Melody. She's a Cocker Spaniel. She is from Tony Dennis, whose breeder prefix is Tarrandale. So she's a Tarrandale puppy, a registered puppy from a breeder.
Well, Kay's related to the Tavendales.
Tarrandale.
Oh, Tarrandale, sorry.
Yeah, so Tony Dennis from Tarrandale,
Okay.
and I'm very, very grateful to her because she's given me the most beautiful puppy. She's a very special girl.
Now, one of the reasons we're doing this little recording is it's really important that people understand, what it's like having a new puppy. So go ahead. How did you go last night? Did you get any sleep?
Not a lot. She arrived yesterday in the middle of the day. We picked her up in the morning. We had a 2-hour drive, and so she was tired when she got here, but she had a really good afternoon. We did all sorts of things, met the birds and met the chooks and had a look around the house and played in water and did all sorts of fun things. She ate when she was supposed to and slept when she was supposed to. But last night she decided, she really didn't want to sleep in her crate. She would much prefer to sleep on the bed with Mum and Dad, which is not something that we're going to make a habit of.
I was just about to say, you, of all people, should know better than that.
We certainly aren't going to do that, and it's not something that I would recommend anyone do with an 8-week-old puppy, because they have no fear of heights.
Oh.
So, if you fall asleep and she's on the bed, she's going to fall off the bed or jump off the bed, and it's far too high for someone this little.
Couldn't you put any pillows around the edge of the bed in case she falls off?
Oh, well, I guess you could, but she's worked out that the crate is her bed, so she's happy to go and get in there during the day. If she's tired, she'll go and hop in the crate and go to sleep. And she was happy for us to put her in there last night and to close the door on her, and she went to sleep in there. But then little baby puppies have very small bladders, so they don't want to wee in their bed, so they want you to get up and take them somewhere other than their bed to go to the toilet. So that happened about 6 times during the night. And so we would get up and go out to the toilet, and she'd be a good girl, do a wee on the grass, and then after that she didn't want to go back to sleep. She wanted to play. So it's very, very hard to convince an 8-week-old puppy that wants to play that they should go to sleep. So at this stage, they don't have any concept of it being nighttime and that they should be asleep. So, yes, it wasn't fun. You have to try to be as boring as you can so that they don't think you're a fun thing to play with in the middle
I
of
know
the night.
that's kind of our problem with our new little rescue dog, Chica. She is a lot of fun, and we try and resist the urge to enjoy that fun with her, but, sometimes it doesn't happen. So this is not your first puppy, is it?
No,
Okay.
no, this isn't our first puppy. We've actually had Cocker Spaniels for 30 years. I've bred Cocker Spaniels myself, so we've had quite a number of puppies, but it's the first puppy we've had for almost 10 years.
Oh.
And you do forget what it's like. I mean, even though you know, and we all said, we probably won't get much sleep, when you're sound asleep and suddenly you hear this howling that you think couldn't possibly be coming from this tiny little puppy, it's very draining. So as gorgeous as she is, and she is gorgeous, it's really frustrating when it's the 4th or 5th time that you've had to wake up to take her to the toilet. And of course you don't want to just ignore it and leave her in there, because then they wee in their bed, and you're trying to toilet train them, so you don't want them to learn that they can just go to the toilet wherever they like. You're wanting them to learn that they need to go outside to go to the toilet. So as hard as it is, you get up and you take them out to the toilet.
Okay. All righty. Well, what we hope to be able to do is do a series of little growing up with Melody kind of segments, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, maybe even once a month, with a little bit of video perhaps that you've taken. Perhaps we'll do a little Skype catch-up like this, and that way anyone who's looking at a new puppy either might have second thoughts or might think, it's a doddle, we can all do it.
Yeah, that would be really good. It's very rewarding, but I knew that I would go, oh, why am I doing this? As much as I love having a puppy, it is tiring, and it is very much like having a new little baby in the house, and you have to watch them constantly to make sure they're not eating anything. I mean, yesterday afternoon we were out in the yard and she was playing on the grass, and about every 3 seconds probably she had something in her mouth that we had to take out of her mouth, like rocks and bits of grass.
Yep.
She loved eating the grass, and so you just take one thing out and there's something else in their mouth, and so it's just constantly watching them unless they're asleep, and when she's asleep everyone goes, oh, now we can have a rest. So it is very hard work.
It's rewarding.
It's
yeah,
very rewarding.
She is beautiful,
puppy.
and I can tell you're ready for a nap, as she. I think what we might do, this is really 8 weeks in one day, I suppose we can call it, so we might catch up in, maybe another week or so and just see what changes have happened, and see if indeed you've still got her.
We'll definitely still have her. But she will have grown by then, I would say. She's a very good eater. She likes the food, so we're expecting.
Now, I noticed
she would have
the
grown
keyboards in the background there. I'm hoping your son Matthew will be able to play us a song for Melody. Play us a melody, perhaps, for Melody at some stage.
Yeah, well, that
All right, Wendy. Thanks very much, and we'll catch up. Bye bye. Say
Okay.
bye bye, Melody.
Thanks, Brian.